Yes, recording now.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so this might be short and a little bit simple because if Isabella does start freaking out again, I don't want to leave Tyler alone. I feel bad. But basically, me and Cass have been talking, and we wanted to do kind of like not like a back to the basics, but we wanted to talk a little bit about our stories and where we've came from and the lessons that we've learned since the beginning. So, one of my biggest things that I wanted to stress to you guys is you have to evolve your mindset through every single thing that you go through with this business. So, I want to give you a little backstory about when I first joined, my mindset, and how it's kind of evolved from there. So, when I first joined, the original time, I was a new mom, I was stressed, I was depressed, I was going through so much. We weren't the best financially. We just moved into our own home. Like, it was crazy all the way around. And my biggest thing with my mindset was that I just wanted the money. I seen Cassie posting, oh, I'm making an income from my phone. I didn't really care about the products in the beginning, so I truly wasn't taking them. I was here, I was trying to post them, and all I was worried about was money. So I obviously wouldn't be showing up if I didn't take the products. I didn't have any results to share with anyone. I would get on here and be running for like 3 days. I'd post all day, I'd share my products, I'd share myself, and then I'd take like 3 days away for absolutely no reason. And then I would claim that I was stuck and I didn't know where to turn. Meanwhile, I'm taking these days away. I'm not building relationships with people. They see that I'm not taking the products. They see that I'm not sharing my life. They see that I'm not showing up or doing the work. So why the heck would they, for one, want to buy products that I'm not taking? Two, I'm not having any results to share with them. So why would they want to do it? And three, why would they want to join my business if they see that I can't even like show up on social media? So why would I show up to help them evolve or do anything? So in the beginning, when I first joined, my mindset was only there because I needed that extra cash. I would take the days away, like I said, and I would expect like this huge payout. And when I didn't get it, I'd be discouraged and I'd be like, oh, I'm not doing nothing. I'm so stuck. And then I'd sit there and tell Cassie that, and she'd be like her mindset wasn't the best either whenever I was first here. So we would just feed each other like all this negative energy, like, I'm stuck. I don't want to run. I don't want to do the work. And we didn't. We literally sat there the entire 3 months that I was there. We sat and didn't do shit. My entire 3 months that when I joined October 5th, which is crazy. I didn't know that, but that's like tomorrow was a year. So I joined October 5th and I stayed until like the middle of December. And guys, I made $83. I looked at my office today. I made $83 in 3 months, and that's because I didn't put in the work and I didn't do anything. And the whole reason that I was here was because I wanted to make money. So, of course, I left. My life got insane. My mom passed away. Isabella was crazy. We were doing like a transition with moving. So, I walked away from the business. I blamed the business. I was like, this isn't for me. Like, it's not as good as as good as I thought it was. So I completely walked away. When I came back in May, sorry, I'm like all over my notes. I decided back in May that it was time for me to come back. I seen visibly on Instagram that Cassie had a huge mindset switch. This girl was showing up every single day. She was sharing her life. She was posting things about Isabella, and people were interacting because I was interacting. I was like, oh my God, like, it's so nice. Like, something's going on with Isabella. She was sharing her house. She was sharing what she had going on, what the products were doing, what the business was doing. And I was like, holy shit, I want that back. Like, I want to feel good again. I want to be like on social media and I want to give it one more shot. So I came back, and this time I decided that I was going to make the business a priority. When I first joined back in October, that was during the bonus period. So if you hit 4K, you got 4K. If you hit 12K, they handed you 12K, and so on. So at the time, I didn't know that that was a thing that went away. So when I came back in May, I was like, okay, like I need the money really, really bad. If I just make this a priority and I run and I hit 4K, $4,000 would really, really help me. So I made the business a priority. That was my mindset. And again, I was here for the money. I didn't care about anything else. So I was showing up every single day. So was Cassie. And literally that month that I came back was the month that Cass hit 4K. Like we were both running so hard. She had that mindset switch. So visibly from even not even talking to her, I had a mindset switch because I seen her showing up every single day and I seen her doing all these amazing things. So I had that mindset switch. I knew that I needed this business to change my situation. So that's why I came back the second time. And like I said, I was still only here for the money. I literally ran that entire first month when I was with Cash. She hit 4K. The next month I did my IPAs every day. We were doing self
Oh no. No, we
like,
lost
hey,
it.
like that. Did you hear me?
No, we lost you. Wait, did anyone hear her? Okay, we
Crap. I'm
lost you.
sorry.
No, you're okay. I think it was only like a minute, not even.
Oh, okay. I
You're
think
okay.
it's my internet. So that month when Cassie hit 4K, she had a huge mindset switch and she was ready to run. So that positive energy was rubbing off on me. I ran my entire first month that I came back. That second month that I was here, I was running all month. We were doing IPAs every single day. We were showing up every single day, self development, the whole 9 yards. And I hit 4K that month. That was my second month that I was back. And that's because I made the business a priority because I was expecting to get that rank advancement bonus. So you could ask Cassie. I literally like texted her. I was like, okay, so when do I get my $4,000? Like that's all I cared about. That was my mindset. And she
I was
was
like,
like,
I'm sorry, you're not getting it.
I was like, what? Like it felt like my entire world like crumbled around me. I was like, what the heck? Like that's why I'm here. Like I needed the money. Like you could ask her like the only reason that I ended up staying after that because my mindset was complete crap was because I had people under me and I knew that I had people relying on me. So, yeah, that was like horrible and I was like, okay, I need to take a step back. Like, why am I really here? Like, one day sure they're going to bring back bonuses, but that's not what I need. I don't need the money. I need to start feeling good in my own body. I need to start taking the products religiously so that I could start getting my own results. I needed that mindset switch again. Sure, I had one when I came back, and that's why I hit 4K, but I needed another one because I was only here for the money. That is literally all I cared about. I didn't think about anything in the future. I was just like, okay, $4,000, that's it, and I'll be good. Like, that'll make me comfortable and I'll be good. So I took a step back after that and I ran, but my mindset still wasn't there. I debated on leaving, like I said, but now I had people relying on me, so I really couldn't do that. The month after that, July, was seriously just a blur. I know it was for Cass too. Like, that was a rough season that we were going through. It was like really, really hard. And then August came around and everything changed for me.
Wait,
With Isabella, like everything just felt so good. And I was like, how can I make this work? Like, how can I be a full-time family one day? How can I feel good financially? How can one day we live at the beach? Like, how can I make our goals a reality? And I'm like, holy crap, like it's right in front of me, this business. Like, you could look at you could look at Lindsay, you could look at Christina, like they all decided like this is what I need. Like when they had absolutely nothing and they took that chance and they kept running and running and running and they didn't let the momentum go down and they kept their vision so strong until they got there. And then they kept going up and up and up. So I want you guys to all think about a time. I heard this on Kate's podcast the other day. So if you heard this already, whenever I send her podcast, you're like, okay, like I already heard this. But I want you guys to think back to a time where you felt like the most alive in your life. Like, when did you feel your very best? What were you doing and what weren't you doing? Like, think about it real hard. You could write it down. I'm a very visual person. I gotta write everything down. But as soon as she said that, I was thinking back to vacation, and we had this one day. It was me, Tyler, and Isabella, and Tyler didn't want to go. I know he's watching this. He's probably like, shut up. He did not want to go, but all I wanted to do was go and take his truck out on the beach to go for a drive. I don't know why they had this beach where you could drive, and we got on there, and I felt so alive. Like, okay, that probably sounds so stupid, but Isabella was screaming in the back. I was hitting my head off the top of the truck. Tyler was flipping shit because I almost wrecked his truck. Like, I genuinely felt so alive, and I was like, holy shit, like, this is what I want. Like, I want to be on the beach so that I could do this every single day and watch Tyler freak out every single day while I take his truck, and me and Isabella are just so happy. I know Tyler was freaking out. You could have seen it. But that is what like took me back to that vision. So as soon as Kate said that the other day, I was like, okay, like I need a mindset switch. This is what I want to do. Like, sure, I want to be a nurse one day. Sure, I want to be like still working a 9 to 5 because that's what I've wanted to do my entire life. But how nice would it be if I could be a full-time family? Like, how nice would it be, like, if you can have that vision? When I said look back to that time when you felt the most alive, how would it be if you could have that every single day when you wake up? Like, you could be in that feeling every single day, and this business is literally handing you that. You just have to take it. So that is my big spiel on mindset work. You have to figure out why you're here, and don't say for the money, because that's not why you're here. There has to be a bigger vision. Like, I want to be a full-time family. I want to be financially free. I literally have on my dream board that we did the other day with Christina, I have so much debt. Tyler has so much debt. We're planning a wedding. Like, we want to move into a house. We live in a townhome, and I know that this business can literally hand it to me. So I had to have that mindset switch very recently. I decided that this is what I'm doing. I'm getting my mindset right. I'm going to start showing up. I'm doing self development. I'm diving back into my faith because that's what I have to do. I'm not going to putz around. Like I said, when me and Cassie, whenever I first joined, we sat there for months and just looked at each other like stupid, like, oh, I'm stuck. I don't want to put in the work. No, we were just being lazy. How Lindsay always says, like, stuck shouldn't be in your vocabulary. It's not. It shouldn't be, because you have every single resource to make your dreams your reality. You're just not taking it. For me, like, I have such a crazy schedule right now. Like, I'm working, I'm in school, I'm a full-time mom, I gotta take care of the house, I gotta help Tyler, like, so much on my plate, and somehow I'm still fitting this business in the pockets of my day now that I had that mindset switch. So I promise you guys, I am the most unorganized, completely all over the place person. So if I can make it work, I promise you guys can make it work. I promise you can fit it in your pockets of your day. You just have to want to do it. You have to plan out your days. It doesn't work for everyone. That was always my excuse. I was like, well, I can't time block, my schedule's so crazy. Like, no, if you have the time block the day before, like, I know I'm working a 12-hour shift, so I'm waking up an hour earlier than what I would normally have to. Like, most of these days this past week, I was literally waking up at 4:30 so that I could get my self-development in, do my IEMs, do my gratitude, so that I'm setting myself up for success that day, so that I can't, like, midway through the day be like, oh, I'll wait until tomorrow. You have to have your mindset right, and you have to attach a vision to it. Why are you here? Why do you need this to work? Like, have that vision in your face every single day. Like how we did these vision boards the other day, it's hanging right above where I'm at every single day. So I could look at it every morning, know why I'm here, know why I'm running. So that was my big spiel on mindset. I promise I only have like 3 more things. So look at your dream board, attach those feelings to those goals, and run even when you don't want to, because if you don't, it's never going to happen. If you take those step backs, if you take, oh, I'm going to take today to unplug, it's okay to unplug, but don't take a day to unplug every 2 days. Don't. It's not going to work. Like, set an hour, something that I've been doing, like, I will do my IPAs, I'll post on social media, and then I'll be like, hey guys, I'm unplugging for an hour so that I could take a break from my phone. And when you unplug, put your phone down. Don't scroll through your phone. You're wasting your time. Like, I used to find myself scrolling through Instagram for hours, scrolling through TikTok for hours. It would literally give me a notification like, hey, it's time to take a break. And I'm like, holy crap, I just sat here and wasted 2 hours flipping through my social media when I could have done 10 rounds of IPAs and been this much farther in my business. So prioritize your time. Don't unplug every 2 days. Put in the work before you unplug so that you're not like, oh, I unplugged for an hour, but now I'm like in this mindset of I just want to kind of cuddle up on the couch and do nothing. So you take an entire day off. Don't do that. Show up first and then take time to unplug and regroup. I'm trying to like see where I'm at in my notes. I'm sorry. Put in all the work, do all the IPAs. Whenever I first joined, I thought IPAs were complete BS. I was like, I'm not doing that. That's so stupid. Like, you have to be working on your mindset. You have to be adding to your following. If you're posting the same exact things, the same exact products in the same exact way every single day, and you have the same exact people on your Instagram, they're going to get so bored. They're going to be like, I'm unfollowing you. Like, this is annoying. I don't want to see the same stuff every single day. Like, it gets pointless. You have to be growing your following, switch it up on your products, do different products every single day. You don't have to do the whole 3 step, and add energy to it. Me and Cass were talking about this maybe 2 weeks ago. We did a one-on-one game plan for October, and we kept bringing ourselves back to Katie. When she comes on her Instagram, she's like so energized, so happy, and you know she attracts so many people because she pulls us in. She attracts us, and we already take the products. Like, you have to seem happy. I mean, if you're not, okay, but like the product should be giving you enough energy and enough of a result that you should be happy to share them. You can't take them every couple days. You have to be taking them every single day, because how are you going to expect a customer or a promoter of yours to be taking them every single day and sharing them every day if you can't even take them every day? Um, so that's my big spiel on that. You have to have that mindset switch and everything will fall in line. It will. I promise you, as much as it doesn't seem like it will, when you have that huge mindset switch and you start running for the first 3 days, it's going to be hard as heck. And then it becomes a habit. Like, now when I'm sitting there on my Instagram just scrolling just for a couple minutes, I'm like, this ain't what I want to be doing. I could be interacting. I could be doing this. I could be doing something so much more productive. When you have that mindset switch, you're going to be able to check yourself every single time you're doing something that you know doesn't feel right or doesn't cooperate with the business. And I don't want you guys to think like every single thing has to be the business. But when you join our company, like any MLA, any network marketing company in general, you have to almost become like a blogger. You have to share your life. And we don't want you to share every single thing, because that's crazy. Like, if someone knew where you were at every single second and they knew every single spot in your house, like, it gets crazy to a point. But you want to share enough of your life that people can relate to you. You want to use your fives, and those are the people that you want to be following, people that can vibe with you so that they reach out so that you could build relationships. Because I mean, you guys, you all followed us for
We lost you.
Hold on, I didn't hear you. Can you still hear me?
Now we can. We couldn't hear
Okay.
you for like just a little bit.
What the heck? It
I
said
don't
my
know why it
connection
keeps
was
doing.
unstable. Oh my god, that's our Wi-Fi, and we just like fixed it too. Um, so putting in the work for 2 days doesn't work. It's not going to set you any farther. You have to have literally 1 month of hardcore alignment, doing the IPAs, doing the self development for your work to truly show. The month that I came back, I ran so hard and I barely made anything. It didn't show until the next month, and that's when I hit 4K. When I hit 4K, I ran so hard that month, and that next month, my QV was more than doubled because I ran. It takes a month of hardcore alignment for things to start falling in line. So don't show up for 2 days, for a week, and be like, oh my God, no one's in my inbox. No one's reaching out to me, because that's not how it works. It just doesn't. I couldn't tell you why, but guys, it doesn't. You have to show up every single day. You can't take days off, and you have to show you. So I read a quote the other day from someone in our tribe. Her name's Jenna. She's always posting all these amazing things, but she said there's a reason that it takes 13 hours to build a Toyota and 6 months to build a Rolls Royce. I don't know why I can't talk today. Think about that. It takes 13 hours to build a crappy little car, but these huge expensive cars, they take 6 months. That's just like our business. If you put in cheap parts, cheap parts, cheap parts, you're not putting in a lot of work, you're going to come out with Toyota. If you put in the mindset work, if you put in the IPAs, if you show up every single day, you're going to come out with a Rolls Royce. So I seen that the other day and I was like, cool. I like that. If you don't know Jenna, she's literally amazing with that kind of stuff. One more point I wanted to make. I'm so sorry. I don't even know how long I've been on here rambling. Is save your money that you get from the business. When I started implementing this, I've been so much more thankful for the pays that I've been getting, and not necessarily save it, but when you get a $20 paycheck and you're like, oh, I'm putting this in my account, and it goes to your account, and then you're going to like Chipotle or McDonald's and you spend $20 there, you're like, oh, okay, like $20. Like, you're not thankful. I've been saving my Thrive paychecks. I've been leaving them there at the beginning of the month. All 4 paychecks that I get, I leave in my Thrive account and transfer them all over at once. And literally, like, my paychecks that I got from last month are going to pay all of my bills this month. Like, and that's crazy. Now I'm seriously so thankful. If I would have had these paychecks coming in like in increments, I would have been like, okay, there's an extra couple bucks in my account. But now that I transfer them all over together, I'm like, holy shit, Thrive just paid all of my bills for the month. And if you guys didn't notice, I know I talked about this a little bit on Instagram, but this month and last month, whenever I started like fully aligning myself and getting my mindset right, things started falling in line. So I know that's what will happen with you guys, but because everything started falling in line, I work full time at the hospital, literally 40 hours a week. I'm gone all the time. I'm working 12-hour shifts, so it's super hard for me to be running my business in the first place. But because I finally made up my mindset and because I've started putting in the work, I'm now able to go casual at my work. So literally my requirements now are 26 hours every 6 weeks. I could work 3 shifts and be done and off of work for 5 weeks, take a 5-week vacation, because Thrive has made up my income that I'm making at the hospital because I decided to get my shit together. So that's my whole spiel. I'm sorry it was long. I didn't plan on it being long, but
Oh, you're fine.
you guys just work on your mindset and make up your mind and make this business a priority. Every single thing will fall in line.
Yeah, literally.
Gang.
Okay, so I'm just gonna piggyback off of Haven and like go into it. So whenever we first started, Haven joined me like in the beginning of me when I first decided to come back to Thrive. I was in Thrive for probably like close to like 9 months or whatever. And then I left because I thought that the grass was greener on the other side, but it's not. The grass grows where you water it. And I wasn't watering it. I wasn't watering my business. I wasn't watering my mindset. Like, I was doing absolutely nothing. So I decided to come back, and I came back in September of 2019. And when I came back, I was like, whatever, I'm just going to try it again. Like, my mindset was still crap. Haven came in, and I didn't even was not a leader to even let her get anywhere, because my mindset was so shitty that there was no way that we were even making it. So then she left in December, and I'm like, holy crap, she was like my only promoter. And I was like, I need to figure something out. So I made a promise to myself that come January of 2020, I was running no matter what. Like, I the second that I had the mindset shift of like, it's either you're going to make this business work or you're throwing in the towel completely with network marketing, I was like, so what? You're just going to give up on having two incomes? You're just going to give up on Isabella being able to like provide for yourself, for your family, an extra income, potentially build a house? Like, you're going to give up on that? And I was like, whoa. Whenever I took it back into that perspective of that, you don't have a choice, you're a stay-at-home mom, this is the only business or like option for you, unless you're just going to get a job and then have you guys struggle for the rest of your life. Because let's be real, we're young, we have a baby, and one income in this world isn't getting us far. So whenever that, I was like, I really sat down come January, I was like, okay, I have to do it. It took 5 months for me to hit 4K of hardcore alignment, being in this business for well over a year in this like industry, because I joined other network marketing companies and everything like that. It took 5 months for me to hit 4K hardcore alignment. And I mean, I worked my business, I worked my butt off. You best believe I showed up to every single training. I did the IPAs every single day, multiple times a day. I showed up on my stories. I showed me, I showed my life. I showed the business. I showed the products. I showed literally everything. From me showing up on social media consistently for 2 years straight, people are so invested in my life. Like, I never think that like people would be invested, but the second that I started talking about how I want to change my entire house, like, there's literally so many people messaging me like, have you done anything yet? What are you doing? Like, are you going to get new this? Like, are you going to paint? Like, so many people are invested in you. They buy you before they buy the business. They buy you before they buy the product. So if you are not building relationships, connections, interacting with other people, sharing your life, I live a very private life. But the way that you follow me, the way that I present myself on social media, you would think that you know literally every single thing that I do. No one knows that Shane works out of town. He works. No one knows that he works out of town. I live a very private life, but I'm very open with certain things on social media. So it makes it seem like you know exactly what I'm doing. What home decor DIY is literally one of my fives. I share that. People like that. People want to know what you're doing. People want to know what you're up to. I want to know what everyone else is doing. People want to know what you're doing. So if you are going on to, your social media, and the only thing that you're doing is posting a picture of your capsules, a quote, and you're not sharing your day-to-day life, what are they going to relate to? They're not taking the capsules. They don't know what they do for you. They know absolutely nothing. They can't relate to that. And that quote that you just posted, maybe it hit a couple people, but it hit you the most because you shared it. So because you're in network marketing and because you're in this field of, personal development and growing yourself, I had no clue what personal development was until I started this business. And a lot of people don't. So you posting these quotes of like growing here and whatever, like they might be, but it's like usually a personal development quote. 9 times out of 10, they can't really relate to that because they don't have that in their mindset. They don't have that thought process that we do because we want to work on ourselves, because we want to become better, because we want to help people. Well, 9 times out of 10, they're not in that field. So they're not registering that. So those 2 posts that you just did, just literally only posting your capsules and they don't really know what it is, did absolutely nothing for you and your business, but you showed up because you posted that. Don't post just to post. Post with like like energetic, because that's what the capsules give you in the morning. Post happiness, post like share your personality, go on and talk about everything. Like the other day, you literally knew exactly what I did, how we went to the pumpkin patch, how I'm changing my house, how I just did Instacart and I finally got the everything bagel seasoning. Like they know that, and I was excited that I got that, and I shared my excitement on social media. And then they get my vibe, then they get my personality. So whenever they see me or talk to me in person, they know exactly how I am, how I talk, how I carry myself, like everything. They know me. That's why they buy from me, because they trust me. Because it's literally like we're best friends, except for it's just through social media. So you have to make sure that you are posting you. No one wants, don't be me, don't be Haven. You be you. Another thing is that, so I said all that. Okay. So I think another thing is that whenever you join this industry, you are always thinking that you come into thinking that like you're just going to take off. Like this is going to be so easy. All you're doing is just posting, your pictures, and you just got to post one thing a day and do all that. Like it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would be 200K by now. Everyone would be. Are you ready for 4K? Can you handle it? If you can't handle your own business right now, plus your personal life, if your personal life is always an excuse that comes into your business, then you can't handle 4K. Because once you get 4K, there's one single person under you, right now you're all leaders, but once there's one single person under you, they're relying on you to show up. They're watching you every single day. So if you are not showing up, then they don't show up. Then your team just crumbled. So are you ready for 4K? Can you handle growing your business, plus helping all of your team grow their business, plus your personal life? Can you handle it? Or do you just think that you need it because you showed up today? Or do you think that you want it because, it looks like it's a lavish lifestyle? It's hard. It's really hard. You have to have that mindset and the ability to know what you're working towards, that vision, in order for you to keep going and going and going. Like Haven said, I was killing it until the second that it hit July. And I was crumbling inside, literally, mentally, like physically, like everything. There's so much stuff like just kept pushing at you. I was so close to hitting 12K. I wasn't able to handle it. That's why I didn't hit it. Because the last 3 months after that, it was just like boom, 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 hit after hit after hit. So if we had a 12K team, we well over maintained 4K, but not even nearly close to 12K. So if I hit 12K 1 month, hit my auto bonus, then we would have went right back down to 8K, not close really to 12K. I wasn't able to handle 12K. Now I'm ready because I had to have another mindset shift. You are always going to be growing in this business. Every single month is going to be something new is going to hit you. So you have to realize, like, am I ready for it? Some months you're going to be like, holy shit, like I have to get it together. And then whenever you finally do and you're ready and you're running and you're like, holy crap, I can handle it. And then you hit a rank, and then, or something like huge happens in your life. And then 2 weeks go by and you are smacked back down. And then you got to pick yourself back up again and keep running and running and running. It's a constant battle. You are constantly you have to constantly be growing. I have to do a whole entire lifestyle change. Plus, Shane's going back to work tomorrow after he was just off for a month. Like, my life is always changing. Plus, we're growing. Plus, like, the business. Plus, now we're trying to earn like the lifestyle trip. Plus, I think bonuses should be coming sometime soon that we're all going to be working towards. Like, there's always going to be something. You can't just run whenever you feel like it, because you're not going to feel like it every single day. You're not going to want it every single day. Your vision has to be so freaking huge that you are like, if I don't show up today, what am I missing out on? What am I losing? What am I not giving to my family? What am I not giving to my future family, my future self? The girl 2 years from now, what am I not giving to her? Because today I woke up with a shitty mindset and I just don't want to do anything today. Because then that one day turns into 3 days, which turns into a month. And then you find yourself like, holy crap, I got to get back to it. But it's so hard to dig yourself out of whenever you already made it a habit to not show up, to not commit to the business, to not do anything. I think that's all I got. So that's basically what it is. You literally have to have some type of shift. And whenever you truly, like, whenever you're going through it, like, I'm sorry, but granted, if you're going to listen to a podcast, it could give you that motivation for that day. But if you are not, like, if you don't literally look yourself in the mirror and like write out your goals, write out your vision, see what you're working towards, what are the pros and cons to not showing up every single day, to showing up every single day, to actually doing the IPAs. Like Haven said, me and her were like, we're not doing the IPAs. Why do we got to do the IPAs? Why do we got to? And then we didn't get anywhere. And then we were like, oh wait, maybe we should start doing the IPAs. Let's see if it works. And then we got somewhere. And then we continue to go somewhere because we're still doing the IPAs. Are you on your A game every single day? Absolutely not. But you still try, you still work towards it. So you have to, you're not, like, a quote isn't going to make you have a mindset shift. Like, reading a book isn't going to make you have a mindset shift. You have to have it yourself. Like, you have to have a talk with yourself and figure it out. And then whenever you do, it literally will just click and you're like, holy crap. Like, after listening, like, after we get off of here and you sit down, if you are not doing like your dream board, if you haven't really wrote out your goals like visually on a piece of paper, if you don't even truly know what your why is, who you are, your fives, you got to dig deep and get down with that tonight. And then tomorrow when you wake up, look yourself in the mirror, have a talk with yourself, and ask yourself, because if you are not truly running now, then I'm sorry, but what are you doing? Why are you just showing up some days? Why are you sometimes going on a training? Why are you sometimes being active? Like, you're not getting anywhere. You're just putting useless time and energy into a business that's not going to help serve you. So then in 2 weeks, you could say, the business, I knew you weren't capable. I knew the business wasn't for me anyway. I knew it was never going to work out. I knew I wasn't going to get a paycheck. Decide tonight, right now. Decide tomorrow in the morning that you are going to start showing up every single day as your best self, sharing your life, sharing who you truly are, so that people can relate to you. Have you a friendship, a connection, a relationship, a bond, and then you can talk about the business, talk about the products. But show them every single day what they're truly doing for you. What is this business doing for you? I don't care if you get paid $5. That's $5 that you just have sitting there that went into a savings account or something. It's doing something for you. Share that. Everyone starts at zero. Everyone has their own personal journey. Share everything. It's simple, but it's a lot of work. It's worth it, but you have to be the one to decide to commit to do it. So, with that being said, everyone better have all wait, not yet, I'm not done. So if you are not sorry, if you aren't sharing the opportunity, they don't know that they can join you. If you're not sharing the simple little things, I'm sweating now that I'm all fired up, but like if you don't share the fact that you run your business for completely free, you now get your products for completely free. The only thing that you invested in this business was your one time 3-step order. And granted, they could even be active on $100 order of capsules and shakes. It just has to be $100 for you to be active. So that's literally such a small investment that you probably just blew, well, like I do every single day at Target or Marshall's or whatever, that you just invested into yourself. Share that. Share how simple that is. You are able to get an $800 cash bonus. What is that going to do for you 2 months before Christmas? There you go. They're just throwing money at you for Christmas presents. It's completely free. Just a one-time investment. We don't have mandatory auto ships. Every other company out there, you buy it, then you're sucked into flex ships, and then you're sucked in here and there. You have to spend to $40 to be a VIP with them. We don't do that. Like, this business is literally where it's at. That's why they always say this comp plan, these products that you feel day one. You don't have luscious locks in one day. Here, you literally try the capsules first thing in the morning and you feel a difference. This company, everything is literally unmatched. Share the simple things, and I promise you, if you stop making it so complicated, it will literally just all align. It's just all go together. So, with that being said, tonight, write down, why are you here? Why are you doing this? And it's not just for the money. Like, what is that money and the future you, the best you in 2 years? Where do you want that girl to be at? What house do you want to live in? Do you want to be done with school? Do you want this to be your full-time income? Do you want to buy a house? Do you want to build a house? Do you want to have babies? What is that girl 2 years from now, 5 years from now? Where do you want her to be? And then work towards her every single day. You might have slip ups, you might have hard days, you might have hard weeks. But if you don't lose hope or lose sight of that girl, guy, Jeff, then you aren't, you know, you know what I'm trying to say. So, with that being said, do that. Get it together, everyone. We have 90 days left of this year, of 2020. It was a shit show. Let's make it a happy shit show and end it on a great note, okay? So there's that. I hope everybody has a great night, and we will crush it this upcoming week. And I'm probably going to do it right now so I don't forget, but I'll upload it. And yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye.